River, as you rush over and find Celestar on the ground, his beautiful green coat with the blue threads he just got marred quite a bit by the bloody knife sticking out of his back.
It's still in there.
What does the knife look like? What kind of knife is it?
It looks like a basic knife.
Okay.
Pretty standard.
Faena! Archer, Faena!
We gotta run. We gotta run.
No!
What?
Come here!
What?
It's Celestar! Celestar,
No.
knife, in, back, not great. Here, help, now. What do I do? Do I take the knife out?
No, don't take it out. Don't take it out.
I do that, but I don't know why.
Okay, well, let's pick him up.
I'll pick him up.
Let's pick him up and go.
Slowly.
No! Don't.
I'm gonna put my arms under you, okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna lift you up.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep.
Stay with me.
Don't black out.
'Kay.
Do not black out.
Keep talking to us.
I want to see. All right.
Tell us about
No.
Tobi.
Okay.
Just do it.
She's mean.
Why is she? Wait.
She's my best friend. She's so mean.
This is something that we can bond
Okay.
over. Keep talking to me about how Toby's mean.
She likes
she's
to.
the worst,
She
right?
yells.
She's
at-
just
no, she's the
sassy.
best. She yells at you so much. It's so mean.
Yeah, she yells a lot,
Yeah.
and we're running.
Archie, do
right?
you
We're
have
gonna
that?
move.
Do
Yells
you have
at
that medical
moving.
kit?
Back left pocket.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the medical kit.
Okay.
All right. Can we get to how far is it? How long until we get back?
20 minutes? 15?
Is it?
Survival check.
Ah, fuck.
Someone help him.
Someone help him.
I'm helping. I'm looking around trying to, because I was keeping track.
Between the two of you,
Oh, shit.
running through the woods, Celestar is like, it's not nice when she's mean to you, but she's mean to other people for you.
All right,
and
we
it's-
don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Put him down for a
Tell
second,
me
okay?
about the last time
All right,
that happened.
see if we can figure out.
Hold on.
Celestar. Hey, stay awake.
I'm gonna
stay
put him
awake,
down.
buddy. Stay awake.
All right.
Where's the knife sticking out from?
His back.
All right.
Like you can see between his ribs.
Can
River.
I borrow your knife? I'm gonna cut off the clothes.
Here
I'm
you
gonna
go.
cut the jacket so that I can take the jacket off so we can actually see.
But leave the knife in?
Yes.
Got it.
Don't worry.
I want to like examine it and see
I'll sew
like
it.
how bad is it? Like
There is what looks like a standard like knife that you would just carry on your belt for like wood carving or something, like basic wood carving or something similar like that. Not basic utility knife, buried up to the hilt in his back. It is just right of his spine.
okay, it didn't go in his spine. Should we pull it out and try and patch it? I can
Yeah.
try and help him, but I don't know if it'll
Tell me about
work.
the last time Toby yelled at someone for you.
Are you confident about that?
I'm not confident about anything, but I can try.
River,
Let's work
But I
together.
don't think that the dagger can be in there.
We can't.
pull out the dagger. Lay your hands
Celestar,
down.
can you breathe?
Celestar, you can keep talking to me.
Right. Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
you can breathe.
Maybe
You
it's
can
through
breathe.
one lung,
Just-
but
just keep talking to me.
Okay.
You might feel a little bit of
Pull it out.
of a sensation.
Okay.
in
I
your
need-
back, but
I'm gonna
need you to
put
keep
pressure on it
looking,
as soon as
Put
it's
pressure,
okay.
exactly.
Keep talking to me.
And then we're gonna start
about
suturing.
everything about. Tell me about the life in the mines.
All right.
Tell me about.
So-
tell me about.
Terrible.
Okay.
Archer
tell me
pulled
about
the
your
knife
life.
out, and I'm putting my hands over and putting pressure on it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and heal it.
Give me a medicine check. The DC is
Hi.
I'm giving assistance.
I was saying Archer's helping.
Oh.
Archer can't help you with
Damn
this.
it, okay.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
The DC on this is 15.
Okay. No, we're using this one. No. Okay. 16 on the die.
What goes through River's mind?
They're talking about Tobi, and I haven't seen them interact a lot, but I just like picture Tobi as Celestar's. Tobi is to Celestar as Faena is to me. So I'm just like, I gotta make
Tell me
sure
about
that
Toby. Tell me
Tobi's
about
okay.
Everything Toby does for you. Tell me.
We were in the mines,
Faedan, I need you to keep an eye out for anyone else around us.
I was afraid.
Yes.
I was afraid to look. There was this thing in the hole with the ground, and I didn't want to go near it because and so Toby. Ah! What the fuck? And you watch as who sees Celestar's back.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
You watch as like fire leaves River's hand, and as like Celestar leaps up, it's like
Celestar? 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 Welcome back. We need to run. I've got your coat. Let's go.
No, he's not
Okay.
running. I'm holding him.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Lift.
Thank you.
Let's go.
I have the, I took the dagger because your guys are cool.
Use the dagger.
And I'm holding it like this.
running.
Wait, both my dagger and that one?
Yeah, I have
Give me
both
a
these.
perception-
Perception check.
River is just running with 2 daggers.
One of them is covered in Salstar's
One of them is
blood.
covered-
The
Is it
other's
blood?
covered in that thing's blood.
That's true. 2 bloody knives.
Am I?
Oh, shit.
Is that a?
It is still with disadvantage.
One.
Oh!
1.
Someone
One.
help this man.
You hear footsteps running through the woods, but see nothing through the trees. There's so many, and you guys are trying to climb and get over things. You're trying to climb up hills with Celestar in,
I am
in your
gonna
arms.
take the lead and try and
I'm
get
over
back
my
to the train.
sword, So I at least have one arm.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Faedan is clearly not doing well. I'm Faena that way, right? Wait, do you think?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go this way. That was me
Away,
trying to
away
get
from the
Faena's help.
footsteps. Away from the footsteps. That's
Okay, there was footsteps.
Right, to the train.
There's
To the
footsteps.
Someone
train.
stabbed
Okay,
him.
let's go.
To the train.
yes.
Salstar, come on. And I'm just helping.
Celestar is over Archer's shoulder. Give me a survival check
Wait.
with without
I
disadvantage.
was gonna do it.
Oh, you were.
I
Oh, I'm
was
sorry.
gonna
You
do
were
it.
getting
I
Faena's
was
help.
getting help,
Go
Oh,
ahead.
you want to do?
Yep.
but
Go ahead.
I want advantage because I'm getting help.
Oh, that's
Help.
fair.
Does that work? Does that count?
Are you helping?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Outer chaos,
Utter chaos.
which is how it should be.
Okay.
A cold mist flows gently through the empty roads of Sweetgum. Dappled sunlight comes through the breaks in the trees. The roads and what little terrain there is that is navigable with the help of bridges and ropes that will allow you to traverse the very steep mountainside that is every place in Godfell, effectively, is saturated with this thick fog that smells strangely of fried eggs with honey drizzled over them. On the breeze, you catch the scent of freshly fried rice balls. Just unsettling dichotomy against the chill and vacant town. But you can smell food being cooked somewhere, Tobi, as you rush forward. Very small footsteps behind you.
I quickly turn around.
Hey,
Okay.
we're finding that food, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It smells delicious.
Oh my god. Do I smell it in a particular direction? Can I?
Give me a perception check.
Do I see anything other than just mist?
It is. You can see the town.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check as well. 4?
Yep. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
5.
Awesome.
Fog is great.
It's not like a dense, heavy fog. It's more like a mist that is floating a few feet off the ground. The type that you would expect to see on like a cold morning as the sun starts to appear, that would rise up and people walk through it on their way to work, except there's no one walking through this, and it's not early morning. As you perceive the best you can, what you see are houses built into trees, houses built into the mountains, houses that have darkened windows, and no sign of anyone on the streets, in the buildings. No animal sounds either. Just a strange silence that is accompanied by the smell of freshly cooked food. That's kind of a little bit pervasive, a little bit all-encompassing, but, you know, there's buildings around. There's a few with a chimney. You see one chimney actually does still have smoke coming out of it. That's, you know, maybe they're cooking. That seems like the best bet. It's, you know, it's a It's a house that looks like it's built against a tree to try to like keep it stable so it doesn't fall down the side of the mountain.
Am I at a distance with Polarnac that I can see the other two now?
No.
So I'm just chasing in a straight line then.
Don't-
Okay.
Don't know yet.
Okay.
The house is looks like a red brick building, which, you know, isn't a cheap thing to make, but also might be why that they decided to tie it to a tree. It seems to not so much tied, but like with a framework built around a large cypress tree that goes as it goes up. The building itself has about 3 stories, each of them getting progressively smaller, maybe to offset the weight and the balance of being built on a mountainside with a 60-degree angle on a foundation, and smoke rising out of the chimney.
I'm gonna start jogging towards it, but I'm gonna turn around and sort of jog backwards and backpedal and be like, "You know this town, right? This is a cool town. These people feed us.
I'm gonna assume, yeah.
Perfect." And
Okay.
I'll turn around. I'll just run up to the door.
All right. Well, I'm following her.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got a little wooden patio with like a couple steps that are kind of like there's like one very small step at the bottom and a slightly larger step and a slightly larger step just as it like to offset the weird jauntiness of the foundation and the side of the mountain.
My first instinct is to go to the window, and I like pick up a rock and I'm like, and then I look to Heidi and I'm like, and I put it back down and I go to the front door. And I'm like, okay, maybe we shouldn't
No.
go into this like knock. I feel
Oh, it's not that.
I feel like that's
cool
a
town?
little disrespectful because you know we're not from here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know the culture here.
Yeah,
What's,
right. Yeah. I haven't really passed through this town particularly. I usually take the train and go straight to my destinations. Don't really stop.
I see.
Yeah.
So what
So
you're saying is it might be rude to knock on the door. So we should just steal it.
still,
The food?
I think that might be a little bit more rude.
Well, not if they don't know.
I think it might still be rude. The act of the stealing.
I see. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that what I'm running into here, though, is that I really want the food.
Okay.
So like,
Right.
if knocking is rude and stealing is
Yeah,
rude, I'm
yeah.
not having a lot of options.
Right. What if we just went to like an inn, like we did with the last town, and we do it the respectful way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That
Sure.
sounds good.
I don't believe you. Are you?
I think that sounds great.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Lead the way.
Okay. And I look at the house again with the smoke. I'm like, but like asking for help probably isn't rude, right? And
I mean, if I were in my home, well, I would, I would ask, obviously, for help if I needed it. So, that's what we should do if you think it's not too rude. And I'm going to knock on the door.
okay.
Can I try the handle?
Sure. Doors open.
Oh,
Unlocked.
that's okay. Just follow my lead real quick. And then so I go in first.
Easy enough.
And I also want to, like, I don't know, do my sort of senses tell me, is there anything to be worried about as I you know, I have some background in this area. Is there anything I notice as I peer into the, you know, peer into the
You can give me a perception or an insight check.
Can I do a perception check? Because I have no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the first natural one that I re-roll of the session.
Just getting it out early.
Well, goodness. Okay. 6.
Insight or persuasion? Or sorry, perception.
I think it's It doesn't matter.
No, I want to know.
I
It
see.
will matter.
Then
Depends on what you get.
I'll say perception.
I also did perception and I got a 7.
7, and you said a
6.
6. Okay. No, it definitely does matter because you will get different information depending on which check you choose.
Gotcha.
You push the door open. There's a slight squeaking sound. Yeah. It's dark inside. Not completely, but like the only light that they're working off of is what's coming through the windows, and it's pretty dim in this town with all the trees and the fog. You look around. It looks like a small type of cabin. This is the largest floor, but looking in, you realize that even that's not super big, and it takes up it's like a one room down here. Wooden walls, a wooden floor, very cabin feel to it. There's an armchair and a fireplace. Looks worn. Another couch with what looks like a woven rug, the type that's like been like a corded rope that's spiraled around till it makes something that's not going to be hardwood sitting on. And in the distance, you can see, distance being maybe 20 feet away from you. The whole thing's not very large. A countertop looks like a wooden type of like maybe a butcher's block type counter for a kitchen, with another kitchen counter on the other side of it. And on the other side, you can see there is a large cast iron stove. You just see the top of it and pipe going up. It's hard to see because of the island kind of like block counter. It's hard to see the actual oven itself that's attached to it. But you can hear the fire crackling inside, kind of loudly, inside the cast iron, but no sign of any person here.
Hello?
Oh, and apologies, and a staircase between the kitchen and the sitting area that very clearly like goes up to the next story.
Excuse us. Sorry for just barging in. Anyone here? Okay. I just like go deeper inside the house, kind of like slowly.
Which direction? Stairs, sitting room, kitchen?
I'm going towards the kitchen.
Kitchen. You move towards the kitchen, where you can hear the fire crackling in the oven, where the fireplace chimney smoke that you were seeing, or sorry, the chimney smoke from the oven, not from the fireplace. And walking around, the first thing catches your eye as your eyes go straight to where the fire and the smell of food, hopefully the source, is the pair of boots sticking out of the oven. Cushing. Courier. The Gavrotter, under your particular lead, makes a slow path into the town of Sweetgum. A thick mist as you keep an eye out for your two young traveling companions who ran off into the fog. Give me a perception check. Or investigation, depending on how you want to approach this.
I think given the fact that I've never been here and I'm not looking for anything particular yet, it's going to be perception.
Okay.
That is going to be a 13.
Okay. Did you take the fear into account?
Fear is...
Or
Please
the
remind me.
Dread? Let me double check.
Yes,
let
please
me,
remind
let
me.
me remember.
Crack the book open.
Crack the
Is
book.
it disadvantage just in general?
I'm double checking.
Double check. Double fuck.
Us.
Fuck. I mean, I think we're doing great.
It's been long enough that I'm assuming that I'm going to misremember, so I'm just going to stop myself.
No, you're fine. My printed notes are what threw me off. I was like, that doesn't look like a page in this book. Oh, no. All you have to do is worry when there is something
Oh, when I'm pushing myself towards something that I
towards
fear.
something that is
then I need to
causing a
roll.
source of fear, you have to roll
Yes,
a
this
wisdom
is-
save.
Yes.
Yes.
This is not
No. So what was it?
13. Perception.
It's weird. You come from such a busy city. Spiral is so industrious and so congested that these quiet forest towns in Godfell are already a sharp, stark dissonance for you. The sheer lack of noise is weird. The lack of machinery and crowds and bustling. The lack of animals or people. The lack of any noise at all
Is unnerving. Yes.
It's taking a minute of looking around to realize that not only do you not hear anyone or see anyone, you don't see signs of anybody around here. So when a wagon catches your eye, one that you can see like half pulled off over a bridge, that's the first sign of people you've seen.
She's going to adjust, and she's going to just run her hand over where she knows her knife is.
Okay.
You said this wagon is over a bridge.
Yeah, it's probably like 60, 70 feet from you.
It's
it looks
on the
like,
bridge over top something?
It looks like the bridge helped cross a break in the mountainside, where maybe a stream or something, well, you'd hear a stream, so maybe just a crevasse, where it's like, and a bridge was built so that you could just cross it without having to go around. It's big enough for a wagon. And a wagon just seems to have been pulled off and parked halfway across.
I'm gonna ease pull her neck to stop. And just because I have eyeline on this, I'm going to kind of take a moment, look around, see if I notice any movement, any people. Just take in the scene. This is whenever I'd like to investigate.
You're trying to investigate the wagon?
From a distance. I'm trying to get what information I can about the condition of why it was pulled off, if there's any signs of struggle.
There's not really, even with investigation, there's no need for an investigation check.
Okay.
It's pretty, like, what you can see from here is what you can see, which is a wagon parked halfway across a bridge.
And
Bridge isn't far. It's only like 15 feet across.
Okay. Perception-wise, I seem to have gone the same direction that they did. Because I was trailing right behind them as trying to get Pullernack to follow them.
As best you can tell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You also had the Gavrotter taking the lead,
Yes.
and so you were following the Gavrotter, and assuming that they stayed on what is relatively a main walkway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
My intention. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to assume that they bolted off past this thing. So Courier is going to ease off of the cart, kind of keep an eye out, and gently make her way up to this abandoned wagon. Kind of get an idea of what's going on.
What was your check? You said 13?
13, yes.
The wagon looks fine. It's full of... you see it is loaded up with produce, like the type you would take to market to sell.
And this is a climbing wagon or a regular wagon?
Regular wagon. The town has walkways and paths. It's just, you just recognize it's not the same type as what you've been traveling in, but maybe it's made for town rather than traversing between. So it doesn't seem super out of place because you're on, a wide enough, smooth enough walkway that maybe the wagon's fine. That's fine. The wagon looks normal. It looks like the type you would pull yourself. It's not super large. It's the type, you just pick up and walk like a rickshaw.
Are there any footsteps around? Any indicator of, like, if this was pulled off to the side, and this has fresh fruits and veggies, somebody left this.
Perception or investigation?
Okay, let's see what we get. Not bad. That'll be a 16 on investigation.
The only thing that strikes you as... the only sign that there's been anyone there at all is a hat you see on the ground. looks that was dropped, perhaps, because why would anyone just leave their hat on the ground? It's like a pretty wide-brimmed straw hat, kind of to keep sun off your face for cheap. So looking for the person who might have dropped this hat, there's no sign forward or back, but looking, this weird break in the mountain is just kind of like where things over time have separated, and so it's where like it feels like there might have been a stream, or it would feel appropriate. The rocks, the break in the rocks, kind of starting up high and coming down to where maybe it split the road, and they're like, now we've got to put a bridge here. There's no water, though. It looks like maybe earthquakes or just time of shifting, because the only thing running down the center is blood. And following the short blood trail, you see the body of presumably the person pulling this wagon. Maybe 12 feet down. The rocks are not smooth. And so you think whatever is the mangled remains of this person didn't have to fall very far to hit very sharp rocks.
Okay. Does it look fresh?
Yes.
Going back to the puller.
Okay, head back to the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Towards.
In general.
Okay. That would be 16. Ooh, that twinkle.
You head back to the wagon, and the Gavrotter you see is, you've seen Puller Nat get into that position of defensive, somewhat protective, and as you approach, you see Puller Nat's forward-facing eyes look to you.
Not defensible at me, but starting to...
On alert.
Okay. I'm gonna move my way back to the climbing wagon. I'm not getting into it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make sure that I have knocked a bolt in my crossbow.
Okay.
And I am looking around.
In the kitchen.
A
pair of legs sticking out of what is a still burning oven.
Accident? Does it still smell like
Food?
good food?
It really does.
Oh my
But it
God.
also smells like burning hair and fabric and charred meat.
Okay. I wanna get a good look.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check.
I kind of want to take them out of the oven. I feel bad.
15.
15?
What do I do?
You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
But we'll do the investigation.
Okay.
As Tobi goes to pull the person out, you see the way that their body has been like crammed backwards and shoved and like forced into a still burning oven. 15's good enough to put together from the way that this corpse, frankly, is like kind of like ass first. In the best conclusion is that they backed into it themselves.
What?
And as you pull the still burning body out, fire like what's left of its clothes. This person looks like, you know, a young woman, probably, from like the little clothes that's still left. Half of the face is, maybe a third, is not completely devoured by flame. You can get a gist of like pulling this young woman out of this oven that she apparently seemed to have like backed into herself, climbed into herself.
I'm like,
Oh my goodness. Did she have any valuables on her?
You can check her pockets.
while you're doing that, I'm just backing away from the. I'm like, oh my god.
That's what do I add to it? Which
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah, it's a 3.
Reaching through, like just checking her pockets real quick. You like put your hand in, and very quickly rip it out. You take 3 points of fire damage as you pull out a not completely destroyed metal knife that was glowing red hot from being in an oven.
And drop it on the ground.
What are you doing? That
Cool, right? And I'm gonna wrap it in like a towel.
Okay.
Put it in my bag.
It just seems to be like a standard like pocket knife.
Okay. Never have too many.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
I'm walking towards the living room. I'm like,
That's a bad way to go, huh? Ugh.
did she do that herself?
Kind of looks like it. Freaky. no?
Why? Why?
I don't know. Is that a customary thing in this town?
I don't know.
Ugh.
I genuinely don't. That's
You look a little green.
Sick.
You okay?
Yeah, I just need a second.
Sure. Maybe we should take that second outside. Just a thought.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Go head for the door.
The scent of freshly cooked food hits your nostrils with full force as
I
soon as
throw
you
up.
walk out.
I throw up.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Oh, honey.
I need a wisdom save from both of you.
Okay. So it's this with it.
This is not a good day.
Okay, I got it. Don't you worry. I got it for the both of us.
That's still a 6.
I got it for the both of us. I got that 20.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Plus 2. So 22.
Tobi, as you retch, the clearing out whatever little you've eaten today, purging your system, clearing your mind momentarily, you look back and see Heidi is gone.
What?
Heidi, as Tobi turned
Yeah.
to purge her system, what is the most terrifying thing Heidi can think of?
You know the doctor masks? Someone coming wearing one of those, and just I think the feeling with it that I'm already too far gone.
As Tobi turns to retch, sick from this, you feel sick yourself, the fever overtaking you, and as you scan for where to head next, you watch as 3 men in long oil slick coats, leather coats with these long plague masks are heading towards the house.
Towards me?
Towards you.
I want to change. Like John.
Okay.
Me.
Okay. You shift and bolt
Yep.
into the house.
Okay.
It's up to you.
No.
Do you want to? Sorry, you're still in the doorway. Which direction? Where do you want to run?
I wanna
Okay,
run
you
away.
go running off into the mist.
Great.
Okay,
Into the house.
I'm Claire. Sorry, in my brain you were right in the doorway.
Fair.
So it was a natural retreat.
Sure.
I understand. You bolt away from the house.
What?
Tobi, you turn back
Yeah, I'm like-
and you're by yourself, completely alone.
Heidi. What the? And then I like start speed walking around. I'm like, hello? I hear nothing.
Give me a perception check.
You got this.
You know what? No, actually. No, you roll perception. You roll me a die. A d20.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, normally it's a d20 if I say roll it.
It hit so many of the other die. Can I do it again?
No, that's not how that works.
Well,
I appreciate the hustle, not how that works.
I'm so sorry.
damn.
Yeah, it's a 3.
I got a 6.
I'm looking at your modifiers real quick
Oh, yeah.
because I don't want to tell Nala what I'm looking for. Okay.
I don't need to know.
This is scary.
Yeah, this
What'd you get?
I got
Total?
6
A 6?
in total. Yeah.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Okay.
Toby, you walk off into the mist.
Yes.
It is cold. It is damp. The light is not as much as it should be at this hour. It feels darker than it should be. Like it's going to rain, but without that tension in the air. More like the sun has just been stopped from reaching this place. And all you can smell is that scent of fried eggs and honey.
She like ruined that for me. That sucks. I'm like, not another burning body, please, please, please. Heidi. And I'm like still walking, and I'm like,
Into the mist.
yeah.
Courier.
I am following the eye line of whatever Pullernack is looking at. Because they have much better senses than I do.
Okay. Pullernack, are you walking that direction?
I am staying. I'm to their side.
Okay.
To her side. I'm gonna keep
Pullernack
pace.
is not moving.
Cool.
Unless
then I'm not
you
moving
direct
either.
them to.
I'm not moving either because they have a better sense of what's going on, and they have consistently been better at sensing things going on than I have. I trust her.
Give me a perception check.
11.
As the Gavrader looks up, so do you. And you see running along the branches, two. You might have seen these as you're every now and then as you've been entered Godfell. They look like squirrels, the type you see in Jandu. You know, black fur, gray faces, gray mitts, little black masks on them. But as they skitter down and jump from one branch to the next, you see that their undersides are hairless and a bright blue, and their little faces are also hairless with like red and blue striations down the bridge of their noses. As they, two of them, come down a tree, look at you two, and off into the mist.
Not good enough for me. I just saw a body way over there. That's not good enough for me. She's gonna lean to the Gavrader and hope that it understands her in some capacity. Can you follow the Colonel or Orphan? Do you know where they are?
Give me an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I believe in you.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, right.
Get her.
Yeah.
Get her.
Thank you.
That's a 4.
A 4.
Oh,
That was your job, not my job.
sorry.
Pullernack, understanding that you want her to move, heads off slowly, and as the terrain breaks between mountainous and flat road, the climbing wagon rattling back and forth to sometimes going straight to.
I'm gonna stay walking with her. And if I get any feeling like she stops, I'm stopping. I get a feeling like she sees something and is about to bolt. I'm on the wagon.
So you're afraid.
I am cautious. I am not afraid. I am aware that there are things that I don't know where they are, and I am prepping because I'm assuming I have no information that this person was not attacked by bandits. I have no information that this person wasn't driven to throw themselves onto the spikes. All I know is I need to be cautious and look and be aware of things that are around me. Because now I've seen animals. I've seen big-ass caterpillar buses in the sky that fly and skitter across things.
What's your passive perception?
14. That's too many dice.
That is a lot.
14.
Yes.
You're keeping an eye on everything as best as you can because you are in a situation that is unsettling at best and at worst, life-threatening. The footsteps you hear some distance away in the mist. 2, 3 people. Fast scurrying, maybe people, might be animals from the way that the canter sounds.
Crouching down, and I am raising the crossbow, and I am trailing the sound with the crossbow, moving alongside the Gravatar. If she stops, I stop.
She hasn't stopped.
Then we're going.
Further into Sweetgum.
Okay.
Heidi, where are you running to?
I think as I'm running, now that I am how I am, I'm gonna slow down, take a few breaths, and look over my shoulder. Do I still see them?
Over your shoulder, there's just mist, empty buildings.
Yeah, come at me. I'm gonna be immortal, so you don't scare me. Hello?
You hear the sound of a branch snap.
I want to turn and ready my knife.
As you pull the knife out, you hear something loud land on the ground next to you. Do you fight, flight, or freeze?
Fight.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. What do I
God, it's
add
your
to
luck
that?
today.
What do I add to that? Initiative?
Attack roll would be, are you throwing a knife? Or are you stabbing?
I was gonna stab.
Strength.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your d20
Oh,
plus 4.
okay. So 8.
8.
Solid 8.
You turn, slash out, your knife cuts through nothing. And you look down at the corpse on the ground. And the tree branch next to it. And when you look up into the tree, you see a old, tall, dark hawthorn tree riddled with corpses.
Oh my god, I miss home. I'm gonna back away out of here and I want to try to find Tobi. So
Give me a perception check.
okay.
Come get me.
Here we go.
Come on.
Here we go. All right.
It's better. It's yeah, we're getting there. We're
11.
Okay.
This is the winner. Jeez.
Tobi. Through the mist, walking as you go, the town is silent. Moving further into the mist, into the town of Sweetgum, the buildings, on either side of you, the buildings are quiet and empty. Just that same smell. Give me a perception check.
Uh, 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Walking through, you hear a sharp crack off in the distance. And then you hear sounds like water running.
I stop walking and like look around.
They come from two different directions.
So like crack and water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna. I don't know.
Well, one sounded violent and one sounds like running water.
Okay. Well, I'm going to the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mist isn't so thick you can't see where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
There's what looks like a schoolhouse, painted red bricks. Painted red, a wooden building, wooden roof. The sound seems to be coming from around the other side, and you loop around. You see what looks like one of those push wells, the type where you have to like pump to get water to come out. What looks like a older man, gray hair thinning, just drenched, completely soaked, underneath where the water is still pouring into his open mouth.
I like kind of run to him and then I like stop maybe like 3 feet from his feet.
Yeah.
And I just the whole way there I'm just like looking at him and try to like see if like he's moving or anything.
The only movement you see is the water from the well pouring onto his unmoving face.
Okay. Are there any like wounds, or is it
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was worse than that. 6.
There are no visible wounds on his body. It looks, best you can tell, as if this man tried to drink from the well so hard that he drowned. So, or, I mean, less likely, that he died and was put under the well for whatever reason.
Okay, I'm
Give me
gonna
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Sure. Whatever you want. So wisdom. 16.
It is unfortunately horrifying to look at, especially as you see he's starting to bloat from the water entering his body. And it is unfortunate that you have seen worse in the mines.
I go towards him and I'm like, I want to kind of search him to see if there's like any ID or any clue that I can have on what's going on in this
Give me
place.
investigation.
Okay. And while I'm like searching him, I'm like, I'm sorry. Damn, 4.
Going through his pockets, you looking for whatever you can find. There is a string of keys, a ring of keys that you find. There's a few other. You see a drenched paper bag that is, as you open it to look what's inside, you see what is left of a few cookies soaked from the water. Digging through, and then you also find in his coat pocket, in the inside, a letter. Still, it's sealed, but also drenched, soaked in water. Like maybe he was intending to mail it.
And then, if I like look around, can I see anything that is like nearby that he was maybe going to, or is it just like the well in the school?
Oh, you're in the middle of town. There's a lot of things around.
Okay.
There's the schoolhouse. Looking around, looks like a sheriff's station. You see a few, looks like homes that people live in. Most of them small wood buildings, nothing too fancy. Every now and then another one that's stone or brick.
How many keys are on the ring?
4.
4. Is he dressed up in any particular way?
He, in like a profession, just like a person who works in town.
Well, I take the keys. And this sealed letter it's just sealed in paper. There's like no reading it.
No, you could try. It's drenched. It might tear if you try to open it right now without giving it time to dry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna open it.
Noted.
Okay.
You keep it.
And I leave where I came from. And I'm like, sorry, and go back to trying to find Heidi.
Okay. Courier. What are you doing?
I am trying to discern if I'm hearing animals or people, and staying alongside Polarnak.
The Garrotter continues to move forward, and those footsteps that you heard seem to have moved off into the distance.
Okay.
And you hear. And very faintly, it sounds like yelling, but very far away. Because you're listening for Heidi and Tobi, a man's voice.
Can I make out what he's saying, or is he just yelling?
Pretty far away.
Okay.
The best
is
you
it
can.
speech or is it fright? Is what I'm trying to discern at that point.
Sounds like fright.
Not my business.
Okay. You continue forward. Give me a perception check.
12. Yes, 12.
Most things are pretty quiet. You leave the man screaming in the distance and head the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sound of something break, like wood snapping, followed by not too close to you, a soft thud.
All right. I'm not here to save anybody.
Okay.
The only person I'm here to save is that one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hold. Following Polarnak,
Mm-hmm.
who from another moment stops. And you see again those 2 squirrels skittering along a rooftop.
And they don't seem concerned by anything.
Not at the moment.
Okay. And I am gonna very carefully, now that I don't hear anything else,
Mm-hmm.
I know that something is about, but I also don't know where they are. So I'm gonna call out, Orphan? Colonel? And I know that's probably gonna... It's not the smartest move, but I need to get to them.
Noted.
I've been yelling.
Yeah, well, that's why I keep listening.
Oh, well.
It's like, if there's something that happens with you guys, you're going to say something, you're going to yell, she's going to insult it.
Heidi.
Yeah.
You search for Tobi, search for Courier, search for any sign of the people you came with.
Mm-hmm.
The mist getting thicker. and that feverish feeling getting worse.
I'm gonna rub my hands together, and the veins just for a moment maybe flare black, and then when I open them, there are 10 berries in there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take one. Put the rest in my pocket.
It helps.
Okay. And I want to stop and listen. Do I hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
Do you want this one instead?
No.
Okay.
Oh, is that new?
Yes. There you go.
Hey. I get it.
Okay.
See? No.
It's your luck today.
All right. Well, that's a 4.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's cool.
It wasn't a super high DC.
Great.
As you travel, you're traveling with a young woman who insists on wearing combat boots everywhere she goes.
I do.
So the sound of heavy boot steps, the next street over is easy to hear. So do you go too, or are you waiting for them to come around?
They're coming towards me.
It sounds like they're heading the same direction, yeah.
I'm gonna approach, but I'm gonna keep my knife in my hand. But I am gonna. How long has it been since we were separated, time-wise?
A few minutes.
Okay, so I am back to myself.
Is it 1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I just want to. Do I recognize those boots?
They sound like heavy boots coming through I mean, do I recognize those boots is a difficult thing to ask based solely on sound.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna sort of shrink into the shadows and wait for them to approach, but I'm watching.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're waiting, watching,
Mm-hmm.
and as you wait for Tobi to come around the corner, the heavy boots come first, followed by the long, oil slick black coats, and the beaked masks of the doctors coming around the corner. As you hide in the shadows, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Which do
You got it. You got it. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm,
It will be.
Yeah.
8. It's an 8.
See, it's still good.
I cannot believe it.
You should have used the red one.
I will next
All
time.
right, this is the last one I have available.
I also have more.
We're gonna make this.
that?
No.
What's that for? Huh?
I love how he drops them one at a time.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Heidi,
Yeah.
as the doctor walks around and looks and makes eye contact with you, you watch as another masked figure comes around, and then a third. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. And as you look up and see one of those masks looking down at you, the hand tightens. What do you do?
I take my other hand and I smack them in the chest, and a bolt of pure black energy blasts into them.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Annie, please.
Okay. Oh shoot! I keep forgetting. Attack is what?
This is a spell, so you have a spell casting.
Oh, yes.
You have a spell attack
So I do.
bonus.
Oh, so I do. Mm-hmm. Okay. 9.
9.
Yeah.
You blast. This viscous energy explodes from your hand,
Yeah.
pushes straight through the doctor, blowing a hole inside this figure. The wall behind the person shatters, and you, as timber rains down on you, you take
That's so cool.
5 points of damage as wood and timber and buildings and mortar falls onto you, collapsing a wall onto you.
Okay.
Tobi, you and Courier both hear the sound of a building shudder and rumble and fall.
I get worried. I run to the sound.
Running.
Do you cry out in pain?
Yeah.
There are more. You see 3 more of those doctors
Yeah.
converging on you. 6 now.
Do I hear
I'm-
the cry?
Yes.
Do I hear the cry?
And
Yes,
bolting.
you
Then I
both hear Heidi
bolting.
scream.
Then I
Great. And
run faster.
No question. Full sprint. I'm heading where that cry was.
Okay. I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
Give me a perception check. Give me a perception check.
11.
11.
5.
What is happening?
I don't
to
know.
us?
This is. What do you mean? Fuck.
Me? For me? Oh, thanks. So cute.
Sorry to hear about that.
What is she again? What does she do?
In order to move closer to the thing that you're afraid of, you have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Don't I?
Is that permanent or only when you've shifted?
Oh. I'm not immune now, but I should have advantage. I don't know.
Then you can have advantage.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll with your advantage.
Okay.
I genuinely didn't hear anything.
You're amazing.
Okay.
You're fine.
Yeah.
It's also, it doesn't have to be that.
It doesn't matter.
secret. It's
I also-
more of a
I
I think this is fun.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Not
keeping
knowing.
it secret from you or
trying not to
You'll-
give up the ghost.
from
No.
others.
You'll see it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's
Go.
finally. This is what was I rolling?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's a non-natural 20.
Boom. Yeah. You take it
Nice.
back. Yeah.
Yes. Woo.
Well done.
And
Oh my god.
we love this.
Well done. Yes.
Thank you.
As you sit there, and you got a what?
I got.
I got a natural 1.
Oh.
And I heard 5.
You did hear 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. As you cry out, building materials falling on you, bricks and stone collapsing on you. You hit the ground, buried, not completely, but enough to where you have to dig yourself out a little bit. A wall just collapsed on you.
Ouch.
And as you are pushing things away, it's the first hand you feel come out of the ground and grab you by the arm and start to pull you into the soft earth. What do?
I'm gonna
Fight, flight, freeze.
fight.
Fight. How do you attack?
With my knife.
Stab.
Stab. Oh yeah, the dagger has its own rules. Plus 2. Still, 13.
13. You go reach, immediately stab at this hand, and as you do, your fist breaks through the earth, and you feel scalding hot water on the other side. You take 3 points of fire damage as the water as you've cut into what seems like a boiler or some type of like hot water spring that burns you as you hit the water.
This is under me?
Yeah, in the ground.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... I want to crawl up?
Yeah, pull yourself out as the hands are still grasping for you. More hands reaching out as you pull away, straight into a crowd of those doctors collapsing around you. Where do you go? What do you do? There's now 9 of them around you.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna
One of them reaches for you.
I'm gonna change again.
You shift.
Yep.
And are you going to run or are you going to fight?
I'm gonna fight.
Okay. While you're
Great.
figuring that out, Tobi, you are running through the town looking for Heidi because you heard the scream, you heard something collapse. As you're running through, give me a perception check. Oh, sorry, you got a 5 on perception.
I did.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. As you're running through, you look up and you see, like scanning around, you see, you hear, and you look up and see 2 squirrels racing up a tree, and you follow their eye line up into a tree full of bodies.
What is this town? I like stop for a second and like slow down. Like, I call out for Heidi. I'm like, Heidi? And then I like look, and no one's small like her.
Sure.
right?
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
You
can hear?
hear someone call your name.
Tobi! Tobi! Help!
Okay.
Where?
You can hear them coming from. You can hear Heidi's voice coming from a few buildings down.
Okay, then I sprint to it.
Okay, you go running that direction. Courier, as you are looking around trying to figure out where that voice came from, you heard and you can hear Heidi and Tobi now calling for each other, and you go running, and as you do, you're through the mist looking for them. Wait, no, you're Courier. Are you running or are you walking?
I heard her scream out in pain.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening to her. I'm running.
You run. You go running through the mist between the buildings, the direction you think you heard it. And as you trip over something, hit a crumbled, collapsed, and rotting tree that just juts across like the entire walkway. It is easily on its side, like 3 feet tall. You full on missed it, and you're not even sure how. And as you fall and like look and turn, you see mushrooms and rot on the inside of this log just collapsed as you stare up into it, and the log shifts and starts to stand up.
Nope, I'm gone.
You're running.
Yeah, no, not staying.
Tobi, you go running through the town the direction you heard, and as the mist clears, you come around and you see, as you come around the corner, you see between 2 buildings, what looks like a small, sickly, dark child, surrounded in like the type of like horrifying ghost that you see, like broken mouth, like full of like black streaks, just like look directly at you. What do you do? Fight, flight, freeze.
Fight.
Roll. Let me attack roll.
Wait, what do you like? When
Roll.
I say fight, I mean like I'm going to try to help this child.
That's not fight.
Okay, well you said fight, flight, or freeze.
I said it's something terrifying, and you said I'm gonna go help them.
Well, that's fair, but I think that it's okay.
Okay, yeah, go. You do. Tell me what you want to do.
Okay,
you don't
I
have
want-
to fight.
So I like run to the child, and I'm like, hello?
How do you-
Because the child looks animated and it's not dead like everything else.
It looks pretty dead. It's standing.
What?
It looks pretty dead. It is standing.
It's a child that's I'm okay.
Yeah. It is standing and looking at you.
Oh.
No, it is. Sorry, I'll rephrase this.
Yes.
A pretty sickly, dead-looking child standing up, looks up at you as
Yeah.
you break through the trees. What do you do in an instant?
I'm stopping. I'm freezing.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Tobi freezes, staring at you.
Tobi, thank goodness you made it. And you see, it looks like Heidi, but like all the veins are now black and the eyes have rolled backwards, so it's just pure white. Black streaks through the hair as well, and lips dark gray. And a huge smile comes on the face. You're here, help me! And I swipe at,
What was your attack roll?
13.
What did you attack with? Were you casting a spell?
That was the dagger, but
If you,
how many
I'm
can I
asking
attack?
you can, because you said you're gonna attack, and I just wanted to know how. Were you
Yeah.
swiping with the dagger?
Oh, right now? Oh, I thought you meant before.
No, just now.
Just now? Yeah, I want to blast him, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Don't kill me.
No, not you. 15.
15. Same attack.
Yeah,
with
energy.
that like black energy.
Yeah.
You watch as this sickly child goes, help me, and then an eruption of sparks and fire, just all pitch black, erupts from her hands in a spray out into the mist.
Heidi, what?
The doctors are moving in on you to grab you. They don't seem affected.
They're not doing... Nothing's happening. Help me, kid.
One of them
Okay.
grabs you by the arm and starts dragging you off.
Okay, I go and I try to like grab her and I'm like, hey, I'm like shaking you. I'm like, What is going on? Are you okay? What happened?
Don't you see them?
See who?
They're trying to take me just like they took the others.
Tobi, give me a wisdom saving throw.
No fucking way. Oh, it's a 7. It's a 9. Okay, so 7 plus 2, 9.
What is Tobi most afraid of?
Kind of just being closed in on, like the.
The claustrophobia.
Yes.
Yeah. You as you grab as you grab Heidi, the ground underneath you gives way, and you can feel as the earth starts swallowing up your legs. You are pulled into the ground, sinking in, not a hole, not a cave, like quicksand. It wrapping up your legs, wrapping up your waist as you sink into the ground. The doctors have got you by an arm around your neck, around your waist, pulling you away. Both of you are being pulled away from each other.
Do I see this?
You don't see any. You see Tobi not helping you with the doctors.
So what do I see?
You see her worrying. You see Heidi worried about something else, not worried about the fact that you are being pulled into the ground.
I want to stop struggling.
Okay.
And I want to look into the eyes of the closest doctor, and I am the scariest thing in the room.
Weird.
Give me an intimidation check.
Yeah.
I think you might have advantage on this, actually. I'll allow it.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, also, there's some rules that I don't know how these come into play.
That's fair. That's fair.
But technically, anyone
Fast and loose.
attacking me has some stuff they have to do.
Yeah. Oh, fair.
Advantage.
Yeah. Nice.
17.
17.
That's my love for you.
As you stop struggling and turn back, letting the nightmare consume you. Tobi, you see Heidi stop struggling, and Heidi, you see Tobi panicked. Just the two of you panicked as Tobi is freaking out, being pulled into the as you think you're being pulled in the ground. You just see Tobi sitting there freaking out, having just how are you reacting to being pulled in?
I don't want to die, so I yell at you and I'm like, Heidi, get it together! Help me!
She's just standing there, screaming.
And the doctors?
What doctors?
I run over there. I'm going to grab your hand, and I'm going to say, hey, whatever's scaring you, is it scarier than me right now?
Does she still look like a dead child?
Yes.
I don't know.
I got you. They're not going to hurt you, okay? Here, and I'm going to give you a berry. Hold on. It's okay, I promise.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
She's handing me a berry and I'm sinking into the ground. What the fuck?
With advantage.
Okay. 15.
15?
Yeah.
Heidi's offering you a berry. Do you take it?
Sure.
Eat it.
Fully trusting her. I'm like, fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Just two
You feel...
just two girls standing in the middle of a mist-filled town.
Eating berries.
It's gone.
What's gone?
Do I not remember?
No, you remember. Your
berries.
feet are on solid ground
You're
now.
okay. Food helps, right? I always find food helps. You have one more hit point than you did before.
Okay. Fuck.
Says the
remember
girl
when
who
there was
fucking needs them.
Remember when there was a pencil? I think it might have been mine.
Oh.
I think I did lie to you. Thank you.
Courier, you hear the sound of running water as you run. You hear the sound of running water somewhere nearby. That's the first sound you've heard, and then you hear screaming from Tobi and Heidi.
Immediate. I don't care about the water.
Okay, well, it's more you pass a well with it just dumping water onto a dead man.
Yep.
As you come around a corner and see as you come around a corner and you see Tobi and a sickly, dead-looking child.
Have I seen this before?
No. No, we decided that you hadn't. Unfortunately.
Damn.
What do you do? Fight, freeze.
But it still looks like
How
me.
do you react?
I'm immediately going to, because I see Tobi, and all I know is there's a close proximity for me having run up. I'm panicking. I don't know that this is Heidi. I am grabbing the back of this thing's neck and wrenching it away from Tobi to figure out if this is attacking.
Give me a strength check.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Can I be like, wait? Can I be like,
No,
You just see me.
It's a very...
it's very quick.
I bolt
Yeah, you are
out
strong
of the
and
fog,
fast.
grab her, and yank back with like, you see,
Roll me a strength. What?
You will need to beat a DC 12 Wisdom save if you're trying to come at me.
That's true.
I
What
am
did you get?
a non-natural 20.
Damn.
Okay, no, give me a wisdom save real quick.
Yep. 21.
Oh, well.
My
You're pretty
need
cool.
to protect my fucking wards is a little bit stronger than this right now.
As it comes through... Yeah, give me a strength check.
Oh, sure.
Because you're about to be pulled off of your fucking feet.
21.
Oh, boom.
You got a dirty 20?
Dirty 20, 21, yeah.
Yeah, you rush through, like completely tunnel vision. Grab the.
I'm going for the back of
grab
the neck.
terrifying child by the back of the neck. When you pull, the child does not move.
Hey, Koa, stop it. And I turn. It's me. Okay? It's me.
And you see an utter look of shock.
I know. Yeah, I know. I haven't showed it to you. You know I've got tricks up my sleeve.
Hands on the either side of your face, you cease to exist to me right now.
That's fine.
What has happened? Explain it right now.
Well, this is me. This is fine. Everything else about this town is terrible and I hate it.
I'm doing a body scan. I'm trying to figure out bleeding, broken bones, what the fuck ever.
I'm pretty sure you're still bleeding.
Probably. First there was a lady and she died in fire, and then there were corpses in a tree, and then after that the doctors, they came for me and they want to take me away as well because I'm already dead, but I'm not already dead. I'm going to be immortal, so that's fine.
My hand is going to drift down to the collar of your shirt.
Yep.
I'm reaching to the collar of your shirt. We are leaving.
Okay.
Everyone give me a perception check.
5.
11.
Your girl got a 17.
Oh,
17. Koa, as you grab them and pull them the direction you hope the Gavrader is, you catch this on the wind as you are making a beeline out, deciding this is done and we are leaving.
Yes.
You hear still the faint screams of someone in the distance. You can sense the chill in the air. You catch on the wind this faint scent of cinnamon and rotting meat. And as you make a beeline out of there, you hear
I'm gonna kick a fucking squirrel.
the squirrels are running up the top, and as you look up, you realize 2 of them are watching you.
Because I am angry and I am protecting my wards, I am at them.
Give me an intimidation.
Fangs out.
Give me an intimidation check.
Fangs.
Can I? Because I think I hear and see this.
Yeah, you're all watching where this is not subtle.
But I just immediately am at your side, also glaring at them. And can I give advantage?
I'll give it. I'll allow it. Dead child and Koa. Is that worse?
Dang.
But I'm a big, strong
Total.
lady.
Total of
It's 11.
11.
They're just squirrels.
Yeah.
There is a sudden blast of icy cold wind that chills all of you to the bone, comes from behind you, and you see as the mist around you disperses for a moment, and then you hear footsteps behind you.
Doesn't matter. We're fucking going. I'm yanking. We're pulling. We're going to the Gravada.
Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, fucking yeah.
As you're the one leading.
13.
13. As you bolt, you feel something grab you by the back of the shirt, jerk you back, and as soon as you make 2 steps back, 2 massive hands the size of your chest grab you by the shoulders and hold you firmly in place. The two of you turn as you look back, and you see an animal of some type, furred, brown and green, a face that looks almost humanoid but stretched and elongated, two sets of black eyes that look at both of you, and a mouth that goes. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse what?